All right, look, I got to do it. I mean, it's people aren't getting the point. Got to hit it home. I got to hit it home until people get the fucking point. Right? Is that what I have to do? I don't want to be the guy that tells everybody that Santa Claus isn't real. I don't like that's. I don't want to be that guy, right? But somebody's got to tell you the truth. You know, it's the way it is. You don't have to like it. You could thumb down the video. I mean, it's freedom of speech. Thumb it down. If it makes you like, I can tell you this much, right? Thumbing it down isn't going to make what I say. It's not going to make it untrue. It's not going to make anything I say, untrue. None of it. Right? The reality is, this has nothing to do with because it's just constant like, oh no, the negativity. We need to be more positive, right? Why aren't we more positive about it? Why don't we pump up the fights we do have? Instead of talking about the fights we want. Think about that, right? Think about let's just let me repeat that, and I want you to really absorb that, right? Why don't we pump up and hype up and really promote the fights we do have, right? And stop bitching about what we want, right? Stop bitching and complaining about what you want as a fan and just accept what's already there. Just accept it for what it is. Just accept it for what it is. It is, it's great. Pump it up. Right? It's that's the argument, right? Oh no, this is an agenda. Like what I have an agenda. You know what my agenda? I'm telling you what my agenda is. I want the best to fight the best. I want it to be consistent, and I want the sport to deliver in a consistent basis. Something that's failed to do for years. Right? No, but what about this fight? But we had this fight. You guys, they throw you a bone, right? They throw you a bone, and like you're the happiest people in the world, right? They give you a good undercard. They see, and everybody's complaining. Like, why? Because they give you one every blue moon, right? Yes, there's a lot of boxing going on around the world, but that would be the equivalent to, hey, there's a lot of soccer going on in the world. There's a lot of football, as they call it in other parts of the world, right? Going on in the world. A lot of them are playing, but man, I don't know what's going on. Mexico and the U.S., I mean, the negotiation process, Mexico, they want more money, and the U.S. wants to host more games here. They can't agree on the stadium, so we're not going to get Mexico versus USA. Okay, we might get it in 2-3 years. We'll see. Argentina, Brazil, I know you guys want to see that game. I know it's a big rivalry in South America, but why are you complaining? I mean, you could watch. You got Argentina, right, playing against Uruguay. All right. So why are you complaining? Stop complaining, all right, about how you want to see Brazil play Argentina. Okay. Yeah, sure. There's no tournament to determine the best in Europe. I get it, okay? But they're still playing, okay? Spain is playing tomorrow, so stop complaining. Yeah, I know that there's no World Cup anymore. They can't. The negotiations aren't going through, right? The negotiations. I mean, look at this. We're not going to have a tournament. Oh, we're not going to do that. Oh, all right. So what's going to happen? England is going to be in the final. England's in the final. Why is that? Oh, okay. They're going to defend it against England. All right. It makes sense, right? Hey, well, what do you mean? I want to see the best, but I want to see a tournament. Well, what? Oh, England. Oh, they're going to sell out Wembley Stadium. Oh, then it's fine then. It's all good. Fuck it. Right? The champs who play England for the championship, for the World Cup championship, they're going to sell out Wembley Stadium. It's sold out in 2 minutes. Okay, who needs a fucking World Cup when they just sold out Wembley Stadium in 2 fucking minutes? Look at that. And they're talking about how the best need to play the best to know who's the best in the world. This bullshit. Who's buying that shit? Nobody is buying that shit, okay? Copa America. We don't need a Copa America. We don't need that shit. For what? All right? First of all, Brazil and Argentina, right, refuse to play with one another, right? Uruguay doesn't want to get in the tournament, right? Just give it to Brazil, right? I mean, Brazil's going to win it anyway. They won it more times than everybody. Just give it to Brazil. Okay, Brazil are the South American champs. That's it, right? And that's it. Okay, qualifications for the World Cup for what? You got to put Mexico in the World Cup. Look at all the stadiums they fill. They don't have to play teams and earn the spot. For what? Just give it to them. Just give it to them. The United States. Just give it to them. Right? The World Cup qualifier. Look at this. Everybody's bitching about no World Cup qualifiers. They're bitching about how there's no World Cup. They're bitching about how there's no European Championship. They're bitching about how the Major League Soccer, look at this. They're bitching about how Manchester United never plays the best in the Premier League. They're bitching about how we need a Premier League. This is Manchester United. Okay, they sell jerseys, right? They sell out stadiums, right, in 2 minutes flat. If Manchester United wants to prove they're the best by playing the Los Angeles Galaxy, then it is what it is, folks. All right? Stop bitching. Right? They're going to play the Los Angeles Galaxy to prove that they're the best club in the world. Okay? Barcelona, all right, and Real Madrid, they're not playing each other. Okay? Because they can't come with the negotiations. But they don't have to play each other. For what? Stop complaining. Barcelona is going to play Cruz Azul for Mexico. There you go. You're still going to see them play. It's world-class soccer. What are you complaining about? This is how you fucking boxing fans sound. That's how stupid and retarded you sound. Right? That's how you sound. Literally, that's how people on the outside listen to you when you try to justify how everything is good, and that's how you sound. You want some more of how stupid you sound? Oh man, it's a business, man. Right? In Manchester United, okay, if you want to play Manchester United, you need to prove that you could draw. Okay? It's none of this bullshit about playing in the league and winning games and getting points and all that bullshit. No. Okay? Plus, if you're going to play Manchester United, okay, their goalpost is going to be 1 foot shorter. Okay? So they're the draw. They get to do that if they want. Okay, stop fucking complaining. They're the ones selling out arenas in 2 minutes flat. Right? Stop fucking complaining. You don't like it? Too bad. It's who gives a shit? Right? They won 3-0. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. All right? They didn't come close to scoring anyway. Who cares if the goalpost is a little shorter? Right? Who cares? It wouldn't have mattered anyway. It wouldn't have made a difference. All right? That's it. Stop complaining. They're the draw. If it wasn't for Manchester United, we'd have no fucking soccer. Right? They're the ones selling out the arenas or the stadiums. The stadiums. Right? I mean, soccer is alive. Football is alive and well. Right? Manchester United, did you see them win in such dominating fashion when they beat the Los Angeles Galaxy, 13-0. All right? I mean, that they prove that they're dominant at what they do. Okay? Well, what's that? They got to play who? They don't got to play Real Madrid. For what? That's stupid. Okay, first of all, Real Madrid doesn't draw. All right? Look at the numbers. They don't draw. They don't sell jerseys like that. All right? Plus, look at that other team over there. They're fucking boring and shit. They score 2 points a game. They're always defensive and shit. boring people to death. Okay, if we do have a tournament, you can't let those boring ass teams in the fucking tournament, right? You need to have teams that try to score at all costs. Okay, even if being defensive makes sense. No, none of that bullshit. Okay, we can't have that shit, right? We can't. Like, I keep hearing this bullshit that if they just let everybody play and they had tournaments and, and they all played each other and this, that, and the third, and we had European tournaments, South American tournaments, and we had the World Cup. I keep hearing this bullshit that if we did that, it would be very popular and people would follow it. Stupid. Like, these people don't even understand. This is a fucking business, right? This is about selling jerseys and selling out stadiums, right? That's what this is about. This is what this is all about, right? So stop fucking hating, right? If you don't understand the business, then get the fuck out of here, right? That's it. I don't care. Yeah. I get it. It was once, prominent, and it was the most popular sport in the world, and but times have changed. This is social media age. Okay, we have Twitter now. Therefore, it makes sense to like the best not face the best. I mean, back then it was all bullshit anyway. Fucking Pele couldn't hang with the players today. Is that really relevant to the argument? Not really, but it's just shit I say because I think it makes sense. All right? That's right. Look at Manchester United. They've been undefeated for 5 years. Did you hear next month, Manchester United is going to play the best soccer team in Colombia, all right? And everybody, they're worldwide. Hashtag worldwide, right? Have you guys had enough? This is how stupid you sound. This is how retarded you sound when you talk about boxing, right? This is how people listen to you, right? This is exactly how you sound, all right? If the sport was consistent, if the sport had the best, fight the best, and we'd have championships all over the place, right? The fact of the matter is, okay, it would be a popular sport because the actual idea of the sport is not the problem. People like boxing, right? They like a fight. They like two dudes in the ring with gloves on. Okay, Marcus of Queensberry, they love it. What they don't like is the business of boxing. What they don't like is the inconsistency of boxing. What they don't like is the bullshit excuses from boxing. How shit doesn't get done in boxing. That's what they don't like, right? That's exactly what they don't like. Now, I already see this shit coming. It's two different sports. How can you, shut up. You get the fucking point, right? You point at some bullshit. Oh, this arena sold out in fucking like 2 minutes, bro. What do you mean? Nobody wants to see that fight. Yeah, how were the ratings on HBO? Not real good, were they? Yeah. Go ask around, okay, about the fight. Right? That's just the reality. All right? That's just the truth. But no other sport could even survive with these type of problems. Right? Which shows you how much people love a good fight. Right? The sport of boxing, people love it. They don't love the business of boxing. Okay? Because no other sport could survive under these conditions. It just couldn't. Right? I mean, what do they call it? Not Wembley. Let's do this shit with tennis, right? Could you imagine this shit with tennis? It wouldn't survive. It just wouldn't, right? It just wouldn't. Like who needs a French Open and U.S. Open and Wimbledon? Like, who the fuck, Wimbledon, whatever it's called, right? Who needs all that shit? For what? Well, why do we have to have this big tournament to determine who's the champion? Like, that's stupid, right? Fucking Nadal could sell at a stadium. Okay, just give it to him and just have him pick and choose who's he gonna play, right? Federer, what is it? He doesn't need to play Federer. Like, what the fuck is that? Nadal gets. Are these guys even playing still? I don't know. I don't follow tennis, but all right. Nadal could pick and choose. Hey, all right. And tell you what, yeah, I know Federer beat that dude, right? I know he did, but we're going to have Nadal play the guy who lost, okay? So we could compare and contrast, And we're going to play this game for a while, too. Like, all right, then you have guys, oh, you need to just accept what you have, man. Just accept it. Stop complaining about what you want and accept what you have. All right. Like, really, is that the way you guys live life or what? So if your car's a piece of shit, you just say to yourself, hey, I'm just going to accept what I want. I'm not going to do what I need to do to get the car I want. No. I'm just going to keep the car that I have. I'm just going to accept it. Right? Right? Okay, I mean, that's fine. If that's the way you do it, right? That's cool. Right? I mean, if that's the way you live life. If you live life that way, that's your problem. Right? It's cool. Right? But don't expect everybody else to accept that shit. See, other people actually have a thing called standards. Okay, and there's nothing unreasonable that's being demanded by boxing fans. It's not unreasonable to ask boxing to do what every fucking other sport does. Right? There's nothing unreasonable about that. Right? I'm not asking these guys to do anything crazy. I'm asking them, okay, to fight the best. That's it. I didn't think that that's such a horrible thing. Right? That's not a terrible thing. Like, oh my God, you're asking him to fight the best fighters to prove that he's the best? What's wrong with you? Right? Why don't you just accept who he's fighting and shut the fuck up? So, like, if your chick's cheating on you, right, and you know she's cheating on you, do you say, hey, I got to accept it? I love her, so I got to accept it. Okay, I'm not going to confront her about it, right? I'm going to tell her, hey, you can't fucking cheat on me if you want to be with me. No. I'm not going to tell you what I want. I'm going to accept just the way it is. You know, this tells me a lot about people's character. Like, the way you defend boxing, like, you're telling on yourself, right? You're exposing to people the type of character and the type of person you really are, right? Your subconscious mind doesn't always hide itself, right? You're literally arguing that we need to accept it, what we got. We need to praise what they give us, right? As a boxing public, and not bitch and complain about what we want. That's the dumbest, most retarded logic that only a brainwashed boxing fan, okay, can possibly make. And I would hope this is a stance you only take with boxing and not in your real life, right? Anyway, peace the fuck out.